Greetings. Now, I know what you're thinking, and no, I'm not replacing my animated devlogs with this kind of video. I just feel bad about not showing my progress more often, so I'm going to do these little updates in addition to the devlogs where I just show off what I've done lately. So I've recently completed the component domain system and the native scripting system, and so I whipped up this little aquarium simulation to show how all that works. Also, all of this is running on native C++ code, so there's no interpretation happening anywhere. So yeah, here's the fish demo. Little fishy swimming around the tank. Awesome. Spawn more fishy. They can all move independently from each other and everything. Wow. Yeah, so I realized that the FPS is not so good with like a lot of fish. But I've already tested that, and it's actually just because I need to optimize sprite rendering still. I already know like exactly what to do to improve it, but also got like about 100 other things to take care of, so that'll have to come later since it's not super critical at this stage. But anyways, the way that you would make these fish move around in, like, say, the Unity game engine would be to attach a script component to each of them, and then each fish basically just manages itself. But here in Omni, we have the option to attach, like, a proper component to each fish, and all these components are instead managed by a custom domain. And doing things this way has various benefits, but I'll save all those details for the animated devlog. So, here's our aquarium domain. This class is responsible for managing all of our fish components, and does this just by looping through all of them. By the way, all these domains can actually define their own GUI code, so that's how I made that little fish spawning menu back there. Also, like I said earlier, all of this is just straight up native C++ code, which not only makes it fast, but it also gives you like pretty much unlimited freedom as a programmer, because you can use whatever code libraries you want or call whatever functions you want, including internal engine functions even. And so with this in mind, you may now see that Omni is sort of like a hybrid between a game engine and a game framework. So now you can keep everything, you can keep all the stuff that comes with a like modern game engine in addition to like the freedom of a framework. The convenience of a game engine and the freedom of a framework. Some of you may be wondering about how the engine handles errors that come from any code that you write, and do not worry, I've already made a system to handle that. Although, of course, it's C++, so you can totally just corrupt some program memory if you aren't careful. So for those cases, I've been thinking about creating like a quick restart feature to quickly clean all those up. But of course, naturally, there's some errors that we just can't recover from. Like for instance, if you were creating if you were to delete a pointer that the main engine has ownership over, and for those cases, I'm also thinking of like a file recovery system, like in case you didn't delete in case you didn't save the scene that you were working on. I'm recording this at 2:30 a.m., so sorry that I'm kind of scatterbrained. But anyway, in the animated devlog that I'm going to make about the component domain system and the native scripting system, I'll go into much more detail about all of this, and also give an example of overriding the engine's rendering domain. So basically, I'm going to write a custom rendering domain to do stuff that the base engine renderer does not even support. And trust me, I think it's gonna be pretty cool. Alright. One last thing, in case you're wondering what always takes me so long to make new videos, it's mainly because I'm pursuing a degree in computer science, and of course school always comes first. In addition to that, making a game engine by yourself is really hard, actually. So even though it's been so long since my last video, I have legitimately been working on Omni as much as possible. Last summer, I spent just about every day just prototyping the technology behind these two new systems, and from then on I was basically just refining them and fixing lots and lots of bugs. Also, to the best of my knowledge, combining native C++ scripting with this sort of custom domain system has never been done before, so I had just about zero help from anyone on the internet. I got here through many long days and nights of careful thinking and, of course, some good old trial and error. But I'm hoping to put out these smaller videos more often because I really would like to actually show off what I'm doing. Also, heads up, because this next animated devlog is almost definitely going to be the biggest one by far. But thankfully this semester is now over, so that's awesome. I'll actually have time to work on it. I sincerely appreciate everyone's support and comments and everything, and I hope to see you all again in the not-too-distant future when I release the next devlog. So, thanks for watching, and I hope you have a good day.